Hello, I'm Andre.
And I'm Andrea.
And we are doing Doctor Who. And that was The Savages that we just finished up.
Yes.
So it's a completely reconstructed story, and I know how much you love those.
Love those.
Love them. You love being able to see just still photos and just hear soundtrack and not actually feel like you're watching television at all.
I love that.
It's much better.
It brings me back to like high school history class, PBS sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It's great.
So The Savages is sort of a thinly veiled metaphor for class systems. We start with our time travelers showing up in a civilization where there are basically two classes. There are the people that live in the city that live well, and, they have fancy clothes and good places to live, and then there's the savages of the title, the people who live outside the city and are just fending for themselves in the wilderness.
Right.
What we find out as we go through the story is that the people in the city have a machine that sucks the life force out of people, and they are maintaining their civilization by sucking the life force out of the savages who live outside the city.
Right.
So what did you think of that?
I thought that was awesome. I don't know why. It must be really dark because I actually like this story. And I like it so much better than the last one we watched, which was like the Tombstone story, which I should love.
Right.
When do we find out that they were sucking the life out of people? Was that the end of episode 1?
Episode 1, yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know that was going on. But yeah, when I found out that was going on, I was like, ooh, interesting. And I don't know, I liked the story of this one. And I sort of liked the metaphor that they're playing on too. So I thought it was well done.
Yeah, to me that's the best science fiction, when you can do something that's set on another world but it directly mirrors something that's going on.
Yeah, it actually, quite a bit of the stories, they don't like mean anything.
Yeah.
And this story feels like it meant something.
Yeah. Halfway through the story, they take the doctor and they put him in that machine, and then Jago, the leader of the city, starts acting like William Hartnell.
So he takes all of Hartnell's life force or whatever that they sucked out of him, and then starts acting like Hartnell.
So he gets a conscience and then starts acting like him. I thought his impression of Hartnell was pretty good, actually.
It wasn't. Right away what happened, because he starts like talking quick and being like,
doing a little lapel thing.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was convincing.
That's sort of the linchpin of the story, is that he gets a conscience and starts to see right and wrong like the doctor does, and then they together blow up the civilization, basically, and
they don't quite blow it up, they more beat it up.
They do, they beat it up. They beat the crap out of the civilization.
Like, how can we destroy this? They just like grab, I don't know,
random stuff
and start destroying the laboratory.
Yeah, which probably would have looked pretty cool, right, in the episode.
Who knows?
Yeah, a lot of action sequences in The Savages.
Yeah.
And so I wish that this one existed. I wish that they all existed, of course, but I wish that this one existed for that reason, because there were a lot of like chases with guns, and that sequence at the end where they're breaking the machine with big sticks.
Yeah.
Wish we could see it.
And them being followed in the cave. Been nice to see.
Yeah. I mean, that was suspenseful as it was, I thought, but it really went on forever, in a reconstruction, so that would have been pretty cool to see. So it seems like it's going to be a really straightforward story all the way through, right, where the doctor shows up, finds some injustice, and he and his companions right it, and at the end of the story everyone's getting together, and he can leave them in peace.
Yay.
Yeah. But then they decide they need a leader to lead them on, and this is where we lose Steven Taylor.
We lose Steven.
Do you like Steven?
I still don't even feel like I know Steven. I don't feel like I ever really got to know Steven. Like, he just never had, I don't know if it's because there were so many reconstructions or if he just never had much of a personality. But I like him, but I'm just like, we're losing him, and I'm like, oh, I guess we lost Steven. With like Vicky, I was like, what? But Steven, I'm just like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I don't dislike him at all.
Having gone back now and just watched all of his stories again, I think I sort of stand by something I said a few episodes ago, which is that it's really the only reason I like Steven is Peter Purves, is the actor. The actor's making me like him because Peter is so charming and so forceful an actor.
Right.
He doesn't really have much to play. He's like hero guy.
Right.
That's all
right.
he does.
His actual character doesn't have much of a personality. It's just the actor himself has personality.
It's sad to see Steven go, but yeah, you're right. We didn't really get to know him very well.
Yeah, and I am not really attached to Dodo either.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's all the reconstructions or if it's just not as strong characters.
Mm-hmm. You'd figure in the early going that they would be trying to figure out what they're doing, but I think this show came out really strong in the beginning, and in the third season it's sort of faltering. It sort of doesn't know how it wants to keep going.
Yeah,
so
I thought this was a really good story, and especially for being a reconstruction, I was actually like interested in what was going on. But yeah, I haven't like felt connected to any of the characters in such a long time.
Yeah, it's disappointing. So next week we're actually going to finish season 3.
Whoa.
Yeah, so the War Machines, which by the way entirely exists, is the final story of the third season. So
wow,
we made it. We got through the third season.
And then we're gonna eat some jelly babies.
We are gonna eat some jelly babies.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, end of season 3. I know we're gonna lose Hartnell soon. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna happen at the end, then if it's gonna happen next week. I don't know. Don't tell me.
I won't.
Okay.
I won't tell you.
All right.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.